Hi, we're still talking about the elements of fashion designing. And today, as an element of fashion design, shape, which is referred to as silhouette, is or refers to the outline of a garment. The shape helps to define the structure of the garment and how it appears on the body. What this actually means is that when designing a garment, we need to put into consideration what we want an onlooker to see on us from a distance when looking at the person who is wearing the garment. What kind of shape do we want the onlooker to see? Aside the actual shape of the human body, what is the form of the garment? What is the outlook of the garment? What figure, what shape do we want the onlooker to see on the person who is wearing the garment? We know that there are different shapes. Naturally or basically, there are different shapes: triangle, rectangle, and all the shapes that we can think of, right? What is the shape that we want this person to see? Hourglass shape, circles, box, and all of that. Shape can also determine how a garment fits, drapes, and moves on the body. Now, examples of garments having shapes: we have sheet dresses. We're not talking about shift dresses. We have maxi gowns, bubus, and all of that. Then we have sheet dresses, which come in form of fitted but not close fitted. We can have this in box form, like the person wearing it, the actual shape of the person is not showing, not much like the bubbles and all of that. Those are also shapes of design that do not have a fitted kind of shape. We also have hourglasses, where the exact figure of the person is out, and also enhancing it. If the person does not have an hourglass, we need to enhance it in such a way that we want the basic part of the hourglass to show, and then at the lower part we can have something as in place, like how we want the drapes, the movements of the garment to be at the lower part. So basically, shape determines the outlook of the garment. Remember, I said shape also is referred to as silhouette, which is the outlook of the garment, the form of the garment. What do we want to see? When we look at people on the runway, we can see designs that just look like a box. That is not the shape of the human being in there, but that is the shape of the garment. We can see garments in triangular form. It is not the shape of the person, but what we want people to see. We can also have shapes in prints of fabrics, right? This time around, we're not using it in shaping the garment, but in the print. It also captures the eyes, making it focus on some particular areas. And of course, we can use actual shapes to actually design the garment, right? That you're looking at someone wearing a garment, you're seeing a rectangle, you're seeing a triangle. Aside the actual shape of the person on the garment itself, the different shapes that we have are used to design the garment, making the eye to get focused on something. So the next time you'll be designing your garment, you want to put into consideration the shapes. What kind of shape do you want the fabric to get? Or what kind of design do you want to give the garment using the actual shapes that we have in the universe? I hope this makes sense to you. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye. Let me just this.